Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. A 40-year-old woman hospitalized after a severe beating in Koropi has publicly defended her partner, who remains in custody as the main suspect. Speaking from her hospital bed, the woman, identified as Agnes, said she suffers from memory loss and does not believe her 50-year-old partner attacked her. She said she recalls little of the incident and even suggested that neighbors might have been involved, citing past disputes. Police have charged the man with the assault, but Agnes described their relationship as a family with love, saying she does not consider his detention fair. She added that she hopes her memory will return soon. Her health is improving and she is currently being cared for by her father, a psychiatrist from Lithuania. Some sources, however, have accused her father of past violence against the victim. The couple's 2 young children remain at a children's hospital in Athens. Agnes acknowledged past arguments and one violent episode in 2023, but denied that physical fights were common. Her partner also maintains his innocence, saying he found her already injured and called the police immediately. A 2.5-year-old girl who was found unconscious in a hotel pool in Rhodes has died at a UK hospital 2 weeks after the incident. The child was discovered in the water on October 14th and was initially treated at the University Hospital of Heraklion in Crete before being transferred to Britain for specialized care. Doctors had warned early on that her brain injury was severe and irreversible. Authorities say the girl had been in the pool for about 10 minutes before a guest noticed and pulled her out. Despite immediate resuscitation efforts, she never regained consciousness. Following the accident, police arrested the child's 44-year-old British uncle, who was reportedly supervising her, and a 54-year-old Greek tour company manager. Both were charged with causing serious bodily harm by negligence. The hotel owner and facility manager are also under investigation for endangerment. With the girl's death, prosecutors are expected to upgrade the charges and request additional testimony as the investigation into the circumstances of the drowning continues. Greece will begin a pilot program next year allowing the voluntary conscription of women into the armed forces. Defense Minister Nikos Dendias made the announcement on Thursday during an economic conference in Athens, saying the program will start with a unit of 100 to 150 volunteers. Currently, women make up about 17% of Greece's armed forces, mostly serving as non-commissioned officers and officers, a rate close to the global average. Dendias said the goal is to strengthen the connection between women and the military, adding that a dedicated training camp has already been established for the program. The Hellenic Post, known as ELTA, has announced the closure of 204 post offices across Greece, citing minimal commercial activity and high operating costs. According to the company, those branches contribute less than 10% of total revenue, while consuming more than half of overall expenses. Many were operating at annual losses exceeding 150,000 euros. ELTA says the decision completes its network restructuring and will allow staff to be reassigned to more productive roles, improving efficiency and service delivery in regional areas. In locations without a physical branch, postal services will continue through mobile units, distribution partners, rural couriers, and digital tools. The company emphasized that no community will be left without access to essential postal services. ELTA, which operates under the Hellenic Corporation of Assets and Participations, reaffirmed its commitment to maintaining universal service across the country while expanding into courier, e-commerce, and business support activities. Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis met with European Commissioner for Budget, Anti-Fraud and Administration, Piotr Serafin, at Maximos Mansion on Thursday. The discussion focused on the European Commission's proposals for the new multi-annual financial framework. Mitsotakis emphasized the need to strengthen competitiveness across the European economy while maintaining the importance of cohesion policy and common agricultural policy. He also called for a new European financial instrument to fund joint defense programs under the EU Defence Readiness Roadmap 2030. Mitsotakis commended the Commissioner's efforts to simplify the European budget and reiterated Greece's commitment to key EU policies supporting agriculture and regional growth. Commissioner Serafin, in turn, highlighted the importance of investing in competitiveness, defence and security, and noted plans to triple EU resources for border protection and migration management, a move that will also increase allocations for Greece. Greek Prime Minister Mitsotakis is in Egypt for a series of official and religious events. He attended the enthronement of new Archbishop of Sinai, Faran Anraithou Simeon, at the historic St. Catherine Monastery in the southern Sinai Peninsula. The new Archbishop, Simeon Papadopoulos, was elected earlier this month by the monastery's Brotherhood and ordained on October 19th at the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. The Archdiocese of Sinai, centered on the 6th century monastery, falls under the Patriarchate of Jerusalem, though it is located within Egyptian territory. On Saturday, the Prime Minister also took part in the official inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum in Giza, one of the largest archaeological museums in the world. Mitsotakis will then travel to Cyprus on Sunday to attend a memorial service for former Cypriot President Glafkos Kleridis at the Apostle of Barnabas Cathedral in Nicosia. Foreign Minister Giorgos Gerapetritis met with his Iraqi counterpart Fuad Hussein in Baghdad on Thursday, reaffirming Greece's commitment to strengthening bilateral relations and promoting regional stability. Talks focused on expanding cooperation in trade, energy, investment and culture, following up on the recent joint interministerial committee meeting held in Baghdad. Both sides agreed to tap into what they called the untapped potential of their economic ties. Gerapetritis announced that the Aegean Airlines will launch direct flights between Athens and Erbil in December, the first direct connection between Baghdad and an EU member state. The minister also discussed Greece's upcoming term on the UN Security Council, emphasizing support for international law and peaceful dispute resolution. On regional issues, he expressed cautious optimism about efforts towards a ceasefire in Gaza and reaffirmed Greece's intention to assist in reconstruction and humanitarian relief. Gerapetritis invited his Iraqi counterpart to attend the Forum of Ancient Civilizations in Athens this December, underlining Greece's goal of deepening cooperation and dialogue with Iraq and the wider Middle East. Greece's short-term rental market continues to surge, setting new records in 2025 despite tighter regulations introduced in October. According to data from Insete, listings began the year at 213,000 in January, up from 190,000 a year earlier, and climbed steadily through the summer, reaching 247,000 in August before holding at 245,000 in September. Bed capacity also hit historic highs, surpassing 1 million available beds for the first time in April and maintaining that level through the summer months. August recorded the highest figure, just over 1.08 million beds. Occupancy rates remain strong at 58% in August and 45% in September, with average stays lasting around 4 nights. Officials say the new framework, which requires registration in the short-term rental registry and greater compliance, has improved transparency and professionalism in the sector. Workplace accidents and fatalities in Greece continue to rise, with 172 workers losing their lives and 272 seriously injured in the first 9 months of 2025, according to the Federation of Technical Enterprise Workers. Eurostat estimates around 40 workplace accidents occur every day, a figure believed to be understated due to incomplete reporting. The Federation warns that Greece now ranks among the worst performing countries in the EU for labor safety. In 2024, more than 150 workers died in similar incidents, and official data show over 14,000 workplace accidents each year. Many are linked to poor working conditions and long hours that undermine safety standards. The most affected sectors include retail, accommodation, public administration, healthcare, construction, and food manufacturing. The European Agency for Safety and Health at Work also estimates that occupational diseases cause about 2,500 deaths annually in Greece, most of which go unreported. These were the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Thank you for watching.